How's it going today, guys? Welcome to another episode of Eli, Mike, in the beautiful city of Beverly Hills. And girls, we got these amazing girls here with us today on this podcast. And honestly, at their youthful age and these beauties, growing to become these amazing creators, doing everything they can to build their brand, the type of stuff that they do out there. Girls, Ava and Leah, thank you so much for being on this podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I gotta say the synchronicity between how you guys say that is so insanely amazing.
I know, we like read each other's mind.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right. Wait, is that real? Is that real? I've heard
No.
of it.
No, but like
Oh, okay.
sometimes I just know she's thinking with like her
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
No, I've like researched like twins, and sometimes there's like tests that are done, and like one
No,
twin
yeah.
will be in one room and thinking something, and the other.
Yeah.
So have you guys had this experience?
I mean, we're
No.
very similar, so like we like
Okay.
think the same things, but you know.
But sometimes
Makes sense.
I can't like read her mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And just to say, this is the first time we're having twins on our show, so we are
Yes.
so excited. This is
We're so excited to be
amazing.
here. Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
But we did have the honor of styling you girls in the street. Well,
Yes.
that's called the street, but at the mall, and it was very viral.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was so fun.
It was a lot of fun,
Yeah,
but
that went so viral.
It was really
That
good.
It was
did.
amazing
That
to run
was
into
fun.
you, girl.
Yes.
That was lit. Wait, did you like the outfits, or I don't know?
Yes.
We did.
Okay.
We actually did.
how was the party?
It was
The
really
party was
fun.
fun, yeah.
That's good.
It was so fun seeing like all my friends and stuff. I
Yeah.
loved it, yeah.
It looked awesome. Yeah,
Mhm,
some
it
of our
was.
friends
So,
we saw too.
first off, starting this podcast, we love to ask a few things about, your upbringing and the history of how you two have created your brand and everything that you've done so far. And at a very youthful age, if I'm correct, I believe you're both 16.
15.
15.
15.
She
Oh
was
my
in
God.
17.
Even younger and still talented,
Yes.
that's insanely
you.
amazing. All thanks to mom.
Yeah,
Just saying.
literally. Yeah.
But I needed to say that. Now
Well,
or
Mom,
never.
and wait, is he in the picture as well? And like the whole growing of your brand and everything?
He's more in the background. He doesn't really do the social media stuff, but yeah, my
Yeah,
mom does a lot of it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we see Mom in the background all the time and working so hard, so we love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
We
Ju-
love
Just
it.
for the sake of dad, I'm applauding
Oh
you
yeah,
for some
yeah,
reason.
that too. We love
Even
you,
if
we
you're
love
not, you're invisible.
you. Yeah, we got.
But I'm a dad.
We got to
Just
meet
saying.
him, right? Yes. yes, exactly.
But thank you so much. Where are you girls
Yes.
coming from right now?
OC, Orange County.
Okay, Orange
Yeah.
County. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How do you guys like LA, considering your youthful age? Is this a city that you like working in?
Yeah,
I do.
we've been
I
doing
actually
it
do like
since
it.
we've been like driving. We used to drive here all the time when we were like really young. For,
Yeah.
like, auditions and
We
stuff.
used to like
Okay.
leave school early when we were really younger, and we would go to like auditions and
Yeah, so
we
we're
would go
used
to
to
photo
LA.
shoots and all that stuff. So we're used to LA.
Oh my God. Okay, so you guys are LA girls.
Yes.
And let's talk about that. Actually, let's go back to your past. I know you guys are younger, but in this case, you guys have been working so much that it's almost like you guys are like, people who are like 30 years old who have done so
I
much
know,
work,
yeah.
but you're only 15.
Yes.
So let's go back because you guys have been doing a lot of work. Like, when did you girls actually start getting into working? Like, what age?
Okay, so around when we were around 7, our neighbor asked us to model for a pop-up shop.
Okay.
And we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then we started to actually like it. And so our mom created an Instagram account for us. And like from there, we kind of just like blew up really fast. And we're so grateful for every opportunity we have.
Yeah.
And then, when we were really young, we started off Instagram because that's like what was like the thing,
Yes, yes.
But it was mostly like older women that were like,
Right.
like
It
we
wasn't
would
like
encounter.
kids our age. It
Yeah.
was like
Okay.
older women who would like be on there, and then we would go out in public,
And we would encounter them and like they would ask for photos and stuff, and we were
But it
so
was just
grateful
older
for
women.
it.
Oh my
But like
gosh.
we wanted to like relate to audiences more our age, or like
Right.
younger kids, or like
Yes.
people
So
our
we tried
age.
TikTok before we got banned, and then
'Cause
so
we
we
were too
just
young.
so we just decided to like just not do
Okay.
TikTok. We got banned like a few times, so we
And
decided.
that's just for being too young?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we started it we started again when we like finally hit the right age, and we kind of just started to do TikTok more.
Okay.
And we love it because we can meet all these new people, make so many
Exactly.
new friends,
Right.
and also like connect to kids our actual age.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so powerful. I mean, let's talk a little bit more about your growth, right? So
Yes.
you are still in high school?
Yes.
Are you actually going to school directly, or are
Yeah,
you doing
Yeah, we
online?
do private school.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so a big question: how do the kids? I'm not saying it's children, but how do the kids in school, teens, how do they actually handle the Clement twins being in
Right.
school? Like, is this
The
are
celebrity-
they
the celebrity
fans?
twins.
Are they
a lot
bullies?
Of people,
Yeah, tell
a lot
us.
of people we weren't like friends with last year are like coming back and trying to be our friends and stuff. So
Okay.
it's a little annoying, but like
yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
we've met so many nice people throughout being online, be able to go to all these trips. So like we like have a lot of people who are just coming to us for like I guess clout, and then we also have a lot
Right.
of real friends who
Yeah.
know exactly what it's like
But
to
like
be in our
we can
position.
tell who is actually like our friends and who isn't our friends, because there's some people who like were not very nice to us last year and are coming back this year, and it's just like all of a sudden it's just kind of weird, but like it's just something
Yeah.
that
And it's nice that you sisters have each other to kind of be like,
Yeah.
well, I feel this, do you feel that, and then you can kind of really like see who's really.
We also met like a bunch of a bunch of friends who are influencers, so they know what it's like. So they're not using us for clout.
They know what it's
Okay,
like. So it's like I like it.
Right,
It's amazing when
right.
you find your circle.
It's
of
really
influence,
refreshing, yeah.
because then it reminds you like you're not alone.
Exactly, because we're all going through it.
No, exactly.
Right,
So interesting question. It's who's younger or who's older?
I'm 1 minute older.
1 minute older.
God.
So hold on, mom was suffering for an extra minute for 1 minute.
She had a C-section. She had a C-section.
Hey, it doesn't mean
so-
she wasn't suffering, but
Yeah,
She definitely was.
but that okay.
And I don't even know how she's your mom. She looks like your guys' sister.
I know,
so
she looks
you guys
really
have to
young.
look her up, and you're gonna be like, "That's not her mom. That's not their
What
mom."
the heck?
Just say. But let's still stay in the past a little bit because you have done so much. So we have so much to cover here, everyone. But so when you were 7, that's when you guys started.
We started modeling when we were
Modeling.
7.
And then we started doing brand deals and like walking on runways. Our first runway
Collabs.
was.
Okay.
We did like American Girl, Levi's, all like this fun stuff. And we still love modeling, but we more recently got into like the influencing on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Got it,
like,
right.
we used to do definitely like we would get sent like toys and like little like clothing that like wouldn't fit us perfectly or was like a little bit too uncomfortable, and now we get stuff
Now
that
we
we
get
get
stuff.
a pick.
Yeah, we get like more like grown-up stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then we also like it's just so nice like meeting all these people and stuff
Right.
like that.
Well, you two are so humble because you're saying
Yeah.
world-class names that nobody can get into. Like I know
Yes.
Hurley is like so huge.
Yeah.
Like you think of Hurley, that's like everybody wants to wear that. Also the American Girl dolls, correct?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
this
have
is
40 American Girl dolls.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
It's
can we talk about this?
insane.
Like I
I
know,
know,
like I know everyone asks you girls about this, but American dolls, I mean the American Girl dolls, these are so famous. I mean, these are dolls that like celebrities buy for their children because
Yeah.
they're so special and particular. How did you guys even get connected with American Dolls? Of course, you both are very
Yeah.
beautiful, but like, how did this happen?
Well, our mom like works a lot behind the scenes and like does all the communication stuff, and so like Motel reached out to us, and we just did a lot of stuff with them. We did Polly Pocket, we went to Polly
Oh my
Pocket
gosh,
events
no
and all
way.
that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, and
And
then
Barbie, we did a bunch of like
fun stuff. And like we
yeah.
haven't like this is kind of off topic, but we haven't modeled in a long time, so we're kind of getting back into it a little bit. We're walking a runway for our friend's brand
Oh my
in
God,
November
congrats,
called
congrats.
Mulberry, so we're
Thank
really
you.
excited for that.
Excited.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
wow, you guys are gonna slay.
Yeah.
Especially because it's in your blood too already.
Yeah.
You were already.
We're
doing
excited
it.
because we haven't
Yeah,
done a
we've done
runway. in a
like
while.
3 runway shows in our life. Like
Okay.
we were gonna do it like almost every year, but it's a lot to like fly out
Yeah.
and just do all that.
But it's so fun.
I love that. And
Yeah.
just staying on the topic of the American Girls, because I just want to know how you both feel that you guys are basically like, they basically recreated you as a doll. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
that was really cool.
Like, can you talk to us about how you feel about that?
Yeah.
I mean, some celebrities, again, don't even have a doll made after them.
I know, yeah.
Right.
It was like really nice.
Really
I mean,
special.
we were so young and like that was what we were like obsessed with. We love American Girls. We have so much stuff. We have bowling alley. We have like Julie's like bathroom. Like we have so much stuff. So we were obsessed with it, and we still love it. And we're definitely gonna like give it to our kids when we're
Yeah.
when we
And we're
have
really
kids.
excited to like share it to like people in the future because it's something that's like crazy. Like a lot of people don't have this.
Yeah, and we're grateful for it. Like
Yes.
it's such a fun experience.
Wow.
Amazing.
I love that.
So when you started at 7 years old creating your career, I mean, nobody at 7 really
Right.
starts anything
Yes.
versus like, messing around with mom and dad and
Yeah.
like doing nothing but playing video games. You guys did something totally different, and you're featuring your life already at a very young age and getting somewhere very fast. By the time you're 15, by the time you're, no, I'm sorry, not 15, by the time you're 20, 25, 30, you probably would be able to retire if you follow the process right at
Yeah.
a very youthful age. So how do you guys handle the mindset that you both have together with all the challenges that come about? And I'll give you an example. So when you started working with Mattel, there's always this twin thing, right? Also dealing with your parents, right? Like there's this push and pull of who's right, who's wrong, walk this way, walk that way. It started with Leah, right? Am I saying that right?
Leah.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Starting with Leah. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
please,
I need
sir.
to make sure I remember
No,
this,
you're
and
good,
I
you're
won't
good,
forget
yeah.
ever again. Starting with you, Leah. How did you handle the challenge of you being, twin of Ava, doing your own thing? Because there's obviously a difference, and you guys
Yeah.
know it more than anybody else. making this happen and knowing that you can understand what you're doing in life?
So it's definitely hard when like you're younger and you see comments like on social media posts of like whose body's better, whose personality's better, who's prettier. But like people think we didn't read those comments, we actually did, and sometimes it hurt.
Especially now we're older, we see all the comments. You know, we like wanted to like kind of as we got older, create our own page because we were known as the Clements twins for like most
and
of
we
our
love
life.
being known as that, but like at some point we want to be known as like just
Ava and Leah, you know what I mean?
Okay, I get
So we
that.
started to separate from like that, and we still have our own like Ava and Leah page on TikTok and our Clements twins page on Instagram.
Yes.
But yeah, we do see like all the comments and stuff.
And before we were younger, it mattered to us, but like it wasn't that big of a deal because it was just older trolls commenting those things.
Yeah, and we didn't really read it as much. Our mom kind of like kept us away from that stuff.
But now on TikTok, it's like kids our age, so like it just
Right.
we see it more, and it's just
Yes.
like.
And we have control of our platform a lot more now because we do TikTok and stuff. And so yeah, we see all of it. But like honestly, like if people have time to sit behind a screen like hate, like there's just no time in like watching it or seeing it. Like there's no
exactly.
point in
And,
it.
and you know, the whole purpose of trolls truly is to push you further beyond your limits.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everybody that hates or everybody that dislikes something that they might not be good at, they use it as ways to kind of feel better for themselves when in
Yeah.
reality they're not actually improving.
Yeah.
So they see you doing the amazing job that you do, doing everything at a very young age. So I'm glad that you found a way to push that off and not
Yeah.
let it affect you.
And honestly, we know that like the bigger you get, the more haters you're gonna have because more people are gonna like not like your success.
Right.
But you
And
know,
so-
it just happens.
Yes,
so
it
we can't really
does.
control it.
And so basically, like what you guys are doing is more so just like you're reading it, but you're ignoring it. Are you blocking these people?
Yeah,
like,
we're ignoring
It depends. I don't really block people.
don't
We
even
don't
waste your
have
energy on
care.
it.
We don't
Right.
really care.
Yeah.
Okay,
block
I
them.
love that.
We
I
should
love
ignore them because
Right.
like it's irrelevant. Like,
Yes,
it doesn't
yes.
But the
matter.
people
Got
who
it.
like comment on stuff like calling me bop and stuff like that, it's annoying because I'm not like that at all. Like the guys I was with on social media that people saw, you know, one of them ghosted me, one of them cheated on me, and the other one, you know, I'm still friends with all of them. They're all super great guys.
Yes.
But like when it comes to relationships, I feel like they just don't really know how to like be in one, which is fine. But
Exactly.
people just think I'm a bop, which I'm absolutely not. I'm just honestly any 15-year-old my age, any girl my age is looking for a relationship, and like
Right.
I'm not gonna like wait 2 months after I end things with a guy who
Yes.
didn't necessarily mean the best. You know, I'm looking for a relationship, and I'm not just doing it because Leah had one. I'm doing it for myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good.
Exactly.
So
let's
just-
talk about relationships.
Yeah,
right?
I was actually
That's
about to
okay?
get to that,
Yes,
yeah.
love that.
So actually, no, you know what? I want to ask this because I asked Leah the question. So, Ava, for you, how do you handle the challenges? I know you kind of answered. I know you both kind of discussed it together. But how do you handle the challenges of everything that goes on in social media? I mean, you kind of said about the trolls and pushing people off.
I
But
mean-
mentally, how do you handle that affecting you?
I mean, it's annoying. Like, I'd rather people just not comment hate. I don't understand people could just comment hate on someone's post.
Right.
I can never sit behind a screen personally
You know?
and write a hate comment.
Right,
There's no
right.
point in that. But like, I just push it aside. You know, these people don't know who I am. They don't know like anything that goes on behind the camera or my
social
real
media,
life.
there's like edits of things. There's like a different story on social media, but on social media there's so much more to it that people don't know. But they
Yeah.
just need to pick little things.
I
from
mean,
it.
I
Right.
could
Make a
understand
story.
if I was an
Yes, yes.
outsider and like you don't know anything that's going on, but to hate on someone for it, there's just no point in that. And so
if you don't know the story, why are you commenting something?
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So I just choose to ignore it as best I can.
Yes.
Obviously I see it, but like I choose to ignore it.
So-
And a lot of people
Yeah.
follow you, girls. So right now, this podcast.
I mean, we follow you guys.
Right, you know.
follow you
this is
too.
oh my God, loves it. And this is like helping us because people do write very,
Yes.
you know, crazy comments like us too,
Yes.
and we're also on the same page, one page like you two. So this is actually helping me out. You know, maybe he's a little stronger.
Yeah.
But even but even the audience, I feel what you both just stated right now is going to show a lot of the newer creators, or even if they're not newer, they're a little older, like you girls, or even older people like me, like it's gonna show them, you know, you just have to ignore it
Yeah,
they're
because
gonna
they don't
come.
know you or your life or
Right.
anything about
So-
you.
You know,
Great
there's
advice,
there's
great
studies about there's actually studies of people just are naturally either miserable or naturally
Yeah.
negative.
Yeah.
So understanding that, because even ourselves, let's just say you have a bad day, you wake up, naturally you want to say something. I'm unhappy, or I'm
Yeah,
something negative.
exactly.
The traffic is bad. I didn't like my drink. There's too much boba in
Especially
this
like
drink.
after something, like after
Yeah.
something bad just like happened.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But you handle it very well. So let's go into
The relationships. I want to go into that one
Okay,
just
yeah.
because
Okay,
you're
fine,
right.
too, fine.
me too.
Let's go into it.
love it. And since you're already talking about it a little bit, we'll stay on you first. You both have so many eyes on you, so things
Yeah.
are gonna happen where people are gonna say names. And they're gonna call you things because now you're starting a new
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
How are you dealing with like your school? Not necessarily the the crowd of people, like your millions of followers, not them, but like people, again, in your small circle, your friends, people in your school, like how are you dealing with that in regards to like relationship? Because they're probably the ones talking and they might affect you, how is
I mean,
this
my
working?
friends don't really care about my relationship.
Our friends
They,
kind of more support us
because
than
they actually know what's going on
the
behind
story.
the camera.
But some of them like,
don't. Some of them will try to find any like leeway to, I guess cancel us or like, they're preying on our downfall, I guess you could say. But we kind of, again, ignore it.
Love it.
And with relationships, like any girl my age, again, is trying to find a boyfriend, not just to find one because they want a relationship.
Yes.
And I think people point me as like the third wheel to Leah because she had a boyfriend first, or
Okay.
like a bop or something, which I'm far from that. When I went on a different podcast, Jolie's podcast,
Yes.
they asked me what my kiss count was, and it was 0 at the time. And since then, I've had 1 kiss, and I'm 15 years old,
Yes.
and most girls my age have 20. So it's like I'm not even close
she's
to a
not,
bop
like at all. And she's gonna try to find a relationship, which is what a lot of people are gonna try to do because you're not just gonna wait forever.
Right.
And if someone does you wrong, then you're not just gonna like sit there and just be sad. You're gonna.
I feel like I've learned my lesson. Don't post guys on social media.
Yeah.
People are gonna find out anyway, but like just don't do it. Cause
Right.
I think what makes it difficult is because you've done so much in your life that you're painting the picture of being this celebrity now, and when people can easily point fingers and assume the worst because she's 15, but all this has happened since she was 7. Oh, she's been kissed everybody.
exactly.
She's been with so many people.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to picture that. That's why the trolls are there, and that's why all this negativity is there. But continue pushing hard. Keep doing what you're doing because at the end, you're telling the trolls, this is my life. You live your own life, and I'm going to be happy and be real and honest here. So
Right.
Exactly,
And what about you, Leah? How you were in a relationship, and is this still going on, or like what's going on here?
No, so.
Okay.
I just
Hopefully
couldn't-
we can ask this. Hopefully we
No,
can ask
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Okay.
and if he's watching, fine, right?
Totally fine.
Right. We're just gonna be truthful
Most
here.
of the
We're
stuff
just
she
gonna-
said on here, she has said to him.
No,
so
love it.
don't
love
worry.
it.
Good.
Yes.
So yeah, my last relationship didn't work out.
Okay.
I felt like everyone was watching us, and I'm not a public person with relationships. I'm more of a private person. So when I did ask for like privacy, he couldn't give that because
Got it.
he wanted to post everything, and
Because that's, I mean, his job
didn't.
is social media, but it's like relationships should
Exactly.
say
Like
private.
if I
little bit
care,
more,
if
like,
you care more about
touchy.
me, you would not do it. And he just didn't, to the point where like if I didn't post or comment on his videos, then even his parents would be like, "Why are you not?"
And it was more
posting?"
like, it felt like it was more for social media.
Yeah,
after
it felt
that.
like it was more forced, and I didn't like that. So
Yeah.
I ended things. And after we decided, let's not post anything on social media, he actually told me himself, don't post anything on social media. So I was like, okay. I didn't want to anyway because I didn't find the need to.
Right.
But right after we ended things, he posted on social media
Got it.
and started getting all this like, I'm the bad guy, me,
my
myself, I'm the bad guy, and like,
And this is recent, right?
yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Recent.
it.
And
And
like
like,
people still saying stuff like,
because he's still posting about it, acting like it's still going on. When
it's
like
been
that
like
was-
a month
it's
or
been, like,
something.
it's been more than like longer than I've known him. He's posted more, and
Yeah.
it's just like I don't understand because like I'm not a bad guy. Like I ended things with someone
Right.
because I felt suffocated. Like I didn't want to post as much. I wanted more privacy, and I wasn't being given that. And I already asked for it. And
but
he
people
still
don't
didn't give me
see
it.
the behind the scenes. So I think it's
course.
important that she talks about this. And
Yes,
also,
I do too.
when
Yeah.
I made a post, basically defending her,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to defend her and I stand by what I said on the post. I took it down because I don't really know. I just took it down. I mean, people are gonna clip it anyways. But
Right. It's
I
probably
will
stuff.
always defend her. I know
Yes.
she's right. Like I will always defend her. Anything that happens to her happens to me.
Yes.
We're
I
twin
didn't think it was fair
sisters.
that
Right,
I'm getting
right,
hate
right.
and being a bad guy when I didn't do anything wrong.
And I know
Yes,
she's
yes.
not going to
Someone.
say anything
Right.
because, like, she just doesn't really want to. She doesn't
Okay,
feel like,
yes.
but I will say
Because
something.
I don't feel like I need to say anything. Like I know I'm in the right, and I know I didn't do anything, and all I did was break up with someone, which shouldn't concern social media, but unfortunately it does.
Because he's
posting it, making it seem like I did
And
something wrong.
I'm
when I
still
didn't.
friends with him. Like, I'm still chill with him, but I still stand by what I said on that one post. And, like, I will always defend her if I know that she's right, and I always defend her if she's getting backlash.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be, like, rude with it or mean with it in any way. Like,
Not at
I
all,
try to
not
do
at all.
respectfully, but
Because like even
yeah.
after like we ended too, like he kept posting, and then like he kissed someone before I even did. So it's like, how are you?
And it was one of her
saying
friends
that?
too. And I
It's one
think
of my friends.
that if you're gonna come online and post about it, I should be able to come online and talk
Okay,
about
yeah.
it. You know what I
I
mean?
think social media has a way of pushing things so far out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the whole story,
They don't,
but like
and-
still, yeah.
And they like to, they like to create it in their own mind and make it worse. Because then that also causes conflict, right? So in that challenge of having a relationship, sometimes other people, like followers,
Yeah.
actually can make it worse and make the relationship sound like,
Yeah.
oh, he's cheating on you, or he kissed somebody else,
Yeah.
or he doesn't really like you, right? So that's why I think it's important to stay strong and bonded, because at the end, you really all have just yourselves.
Yeah.
And at the end, even that boyfriend that you used to have, you know, maybe it wasn't the right time for him. Maybe he wasn't educated or at that level in this life. Yeah. Maybe further on, you never know about people, right? Sometimes you get back with people in time. So I won't bash the guy. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Definitely not trying to bash him, but I just feel like Leah got so much backlash for it, and it's just like.
And so you said something a moment ago. You said that it's important that you talk about this, Leah, because I think it is too. I agree, because right now what you're doing is showing individuals out there that are creators, that are younger, that may think like you are supposed to post everything online. I think I'm one of those people. There's sometimes bad things that happen, and I'm like, my tire popped in my Ferrari. I'm gonna record it. Everyone's gonna go crazy.
Exactly.
And they do. But here's the thing: what you guys just taught everybody is that sometimes there are certain special
that
things
can stay behind the camera.
that can stay behind the
And
camera.
that's a lot of
It's
stuff in
it's
our life.
Our life. So like we shouldn't be yes, we're influencers,
Right.
and but like there's things where it's like my life, and I want to keep that private to myself.
And you know, when we chose to be influencers, we chose to keep our life public, but there are things behind the camera that people don't know and that are private that we will keep private.
And see, that is so amazing what you just said, because again, some new creators, they might be getting into this world and they might not think the way you two are thinking, that there are certain things that have to be private. They might just throw everything out there. And then it could hurt certain people, and maybe they didn't mean to, maybe what's going on with you didn't mean to happen, but the way you two are thinking, at least, it's so mature, and it's so, I believe, the right way to go at it when it comes to certain things in social media, even if you're a very, very big creator like you two that everybody like watches, you know.
At the end, the right guy is waiting for you somewhere else at a different time.
Yeah.
And he'll be there waiting until you girls are ready for him.
Yes, thank
and
you.
he won't be a troll either.
And before we exit this like whole relationship, how is it with like your parents, and are you guys? Because you guys seem to be very open about having relationships. I know back. For me, I don't know about for him, but it was hard to be like 15 and tell our parents, and it seems like such a beautiful relationship that you have with your parents to be able to be open like this. Can you talk about that
we
a little
can tell
bit?
our parents
Definitely open
anything.
with our parents.
Yeah, I tell my mom everything. And then she tells my
knows
dad.
everything.
Although we heard some of it earlier. you definitely tell her
She
everything.
knows everything, and that's fine. Like
we love telling her.
That's so
It's definitely fun because we never feel the need to hide something because there's nothing to
it's not
hide.
like we're doing anything bad, you know?
Because we're not those type of people. We don't like to do anything bad. So we're always open because there's no need to not be.
I love that so much, and it's just I just feel like it's so much more right. You're being so open with your parents. You're not hiding things. The relationship is better. So your like age group is amazing. We have children as well, and they're also very open with us. And I'm always like, oh my god, like this is a great like new generation where you could really connect with your parents. Because I feel like again, a couple of years back it was a little harder, you know. So when you guys are talking about the whole relationship stuff, I'm like, oh my god, can we talk about this?
Of course we can.
You know, thank you for being open.
So twisting this a little bit to a different topic. So you have a brand called KAVEAH.
Oh yes.
So how did this create? Like, who inspired it? How did it happen? Was it you? Was it you? Was it your mom? Was it just something you saw on TV? Let's create our own brand.
There's something special about the name. Can you
and by the way, I wear this shirt all the time.
Yes.
That I got at the party.
He was wearing it last night.
I was wearing it last night. It's extra. I got it extra large because it's so comfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
I love it. It's so comfy.
So how did that happen? How did you guys?
It was a combined effort, I want to say, but like when we were younger, I don't know how
when we were around
started it.
We started doing a lot of, you know, we obviously modeled a lot for brands when we were like around 7, you know, and we always would get sent clothes that, you know, weren't super comfortable for us, or we always liked kind of more of like a grown-up fashion. They were too a little kiddish for us, or just like not the right size. And so we started, you know, thinking about like, what if we just create our own brand so that we can have clothes that are comfortable for us, that are perfect for us, that fit us, you know.
But at first we started it to be skincare, and it just didn't ever pan out. So then we started it a few years later, and we created our own brand that would based on like comfort and
based
style.
on teen style too. It's great to have a brand that's for teens, designed by teens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
designed by teens, so that we know what other people want. We know what we want.
Love that.
And the name came from me and Leah's name combined, which is Ava and Leah. So it's like KAVEAH, but then the K is like my dad's first initial, so it's like KAVEAH.
Yeah, because we tried to do AVEAH, but it didn't work out
because it was too close to a different name. And then we like realized when we had the name that it was represented by the sign Gemini,
Which means
which
twins.
means twins. So
Which
it's
We
like a bunch
actually
of
didn't know
fun
that
stuff
until a
behind
few
it.
years later, or a
That's
few,
so cool.
Yeah, a while
Oh,
later.
really?
Wow,
So
later.
later you found that out? It was
Yeah,
just a
like we didn't know
coincidence?
that in the beginning. We just created the name because we thought it was like a good name.
Yeah, but we started the brand to have clothes that we thought were comfortable that we wanted to model and like
Yes.
wear, and yeah, that's just kind of how it started. And then
What kind of brand clothes is it?
what?
What kind of clothes is it? Is it like streetwear?
Okay,
Is it?
so we have a lot of different fabrics. We have like rib fabric. We have just like basic tees, crop tees. Like it's just a bunch of basics.
but it's also like stylish. Like we have mini dresses, we have skirts, but it's like
and all our
also,
tops you can dress up or dress down.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yes.
exactly.
And I'm a little more into fashion than him, so I saw a lot of the stuff that you guys have.
that cut that part. That's good. This
So,
dude.
just saying, I love everything that you guys do. And a moment ago, you
you.
said that, you kind of tailor it to be comfortable for you and your age
Yeah.
and, like, the younger individuals.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these companies, they don't even know how to do that. Like, again,
Yeah.
one of the companies, I'm just going to say, which they're very popular and I still buy their clothes, and it's somebody you guys work with, Hurley. Like, you can go in there and many teens buy that clothes. I mean, that was like my favorite when I was like anywhere
Yeah.
from 10 to like 17, but most of that clothes is probably for like anybody who's 20 to 30.
Yeah.
Like, like the shirts aren't just tailored to make you feel like your age group.
Right.
And,
Exactly.
And I know
you
like
guys are
brands
doing
like
that.
I know like Brandy's developed by like a guy or whatever. Like our brand is developed like by us,
teens,
so we
for
know
teens, so it's
what we
like
want.
Right,
exactly.
Also, the size is always like good because we're teenagers. Like we know the size.
We're definitely
Yes.
getting a lot of information here. 'Cause
Yeah.
We also are releasing our own brand. It's like
Yes.
a cat or something like very
Really?
streetwear.
Yeah.
But we're learning. Trust me, we're absorbing
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
like the baggy fits, the comfortable
Yes,
fits.
exactly,
You guys
everything.
but see what I mean? You guys are like inspiring masses. You know what I mean? And even age groups that are not even in your age groups. Like we're
Yeah.
literally. We saw your clothes, but okay, we have to make sure ours is a little bit baggier. Like,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
we don't want to
yeah.
be in the 1990s. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And speaking about work, actually, you two working together, that's a lot already because we know how it is. We have to work together.
We get down all the
So-
time.
And
Yeah.
All the time.
the friction is a lot.
Yes.
But, sisters, sometimes that's even more because now you're family members and brothers and sisters, they fight. That's just
Yeah.
kind of what's known.
Yeah.
Be real.
But not only that, you guys are working so hard to work with each other, but you're also working hard to like work with your parents as well
Yeah.
because they're in business with you, which
Yeah.
is truly incredible.
Yeah.
But can you maybe you start, Leah, about how it is working with family and working with parents and your sister, like, and then maybe you can answer after.
Okay.
Like, how is it?
I definitely like it a lot better than if I wasn't working with my family because
Like if she was working with
we
a
can
manager.
tell them we can tell them what we want and have like we can be like real. Like
That's
if we
great.
don't like something, we don't like something. If we like something, we like something. And also sometimes when we're at school, we can't always pick outfits out for us that we have to like pick for brand clothes. And our mom knows what we like. So
love
when we're
that.
away at
pick
school,
it.
she'll pick it when we're gone. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah, and
So
it's a
That's
lot
so
better.
important, by the way.
Yeah, and she knows what we like, so it's perfect because then we're not like alone in this, and like we don't have someone who doesn't know us. Like we have someone who
Yeah.
knows us, which is better.
And we worked really hard to be where we are. Like since we were 7 years old, which is more than half our life, we've been working to like get where we are. Which is this is a little off topic,
Like
but
8
like
years.
we've been
No,
working
please.
for so long, and I think a lot of people just think it was like one viral video that like blew us up. But like we definitely did Instagram before, but we've been working hard. Like it's obviously so much fun. That's why we do it.
Yes.
But
And we're so
it
grateful
is
for
still a lot of
everything.
work,
Oh my
and
God,
we're grateful
you-
for every opportunity we have.
Yes.
But a lot of
I
people
love
think
that.
like, oh, it's just like,
Like,
let me
where'd they
just start
come
my
from,
kid,
you know?
or like there's like things where it's like, let me just like put my kid in Levi's outfit and model in the garage. But it's like that's not what we did.
No.
We
We
worked so
actually-
hard
yeah.
to
You
get where
guys
we
like
are.
kept going, and
Yeah.
that's so crazy because on our way here, we've done like 150 podcasts already, and your background, both of you, the amount of stuff that we were reading into, and it was probably, if I can be very honest, probably the most work out of a lot of all the
you,
people
yeah.
who've been on this
Thank
podcast.
you. Thank
I've never had so many. They worked here, they did this job,
Yeah.
they did that, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
they have, and they're only 15.
Yeah,
so
and a lot of people think it was just like random,
Right.
but like
Yeah.
we actually
No,
worked
it
really
was
hard.
During
books.
COVID, we cleared out our whole garage and we put out a wallpaper background and we modeled.
Yeah,
in
wall
there.
drop, and we modeled in there. Like
Even during
we would
rainy
do a lot,
days,
and it
even
was our
during
mom
rainy
did
days.
so much. She worked really hard to like communicate with companies and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, and people just think it was like one video or like you blew up off of this
Right.
person, but that's kind of just how it works. Like you blow up off other people, that's just how it's
Right.
gonna
But, like,
happen.
Yes.
But like we are
7 years we blew up like
I feel
off
like-
ourselves and like
Right.
we worked so hard to get to where we are.
and I feel like we're
Yes.
completely like self-made. Like we
Okay.
like made ourselves to where we are, and
Right.
so like that's one thing that a lot of people don't see. Like they're like, oh, their success is off of someone else, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, you definitely have this image, and I think that's important to kind of relate to people because you kind of have to create your brand based on not just clothes, but also if you have an image, if you
Yeah.
have a way to speak, and you're obviously twins, so that's also connecting. In the relationship part, as far as being a family, who tends to be between both of you the more bossy one? Oh, that was easy. That was easy.
For sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, and why is that? I mean, if you can explain.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but like in this, like I've talked a lot more just because like I don't really know.
That's just because she's
I always
talking.
think
Oh my God.
I just like
love
no,
this.
you know what I mean. Like I just take more control, not in a mean
No,
way,
I
but I'm just
understand.
more bossy.
No, I feel like I'm a
I get
little
that.
like you because
She's-
like in our relationship as well when we're working like sometimes I'm
Bossy as hell.
like sometimes
So bossy.
I'll be the one talking a little bit more and then you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So but no.
No,
So
we
get
have a
it.
good relationship, but I'm
Yes.
just more bossy.
Right, no,
Yeah.
right. So it's good to have the good relationship. We do too. We do too.
And in that relationship, you know, obviously you're more bossy, but you obviously have another characteristic that molds it together into this perfect picture. What is, do you remember a time where you guys just had a fight where it took longer than just a day?
No.
That's good. The reason I brought that
We don't
question
really have fights that last more than a day. They don't last more than like 10 minutes usually.
God.
Or,
Wow.
Yeah,
like-
usually it's just come in my room, just like sit on my bed.
And
as
like
if
your
we just
faces
had a
when you
fight.
looked at each other, it was totally like, nope,
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
fought.
I
It
was
was
like thinking
I'm
about
trying to
it.
think
That was like a
about it.
meme right there. Like, I want to catch that. Like, never
We
fight.
don't really do anything that would like hurt each other that bad. Like,
Yeah, we don't like stab each other in the back.
no. we
That's a
don't do
beautiful
that.
story because you guys painted a picture of being able to get over things very quickly. Because that's really the problem with most Americans is people fight and they fight till the death.
Yeah.
When reality is there's two different perspectives, right? You have your own story, you have your own story. At the end, you combine and realize, all right, well, we both kind of messed up.
Yeah, and we're also so similar. So like
We both
know.
like to have like the last word things, but then we just like don't care at the end.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you learn from them.
Right, right. Oh, trust me, I am. Yeah. And so also being like seen so much from being so young and working so much, I don't think you guys gonna say what I think you're gonna say, but does this get like tiring for you two because you really have been working like half of your life? And you know, there's a lot of individuals out there like that kind of like hide from the scene, and I'm just gonna use one that kind of like matches. Like there's like a twin couple like Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of like disappeared from the scene, but it's because they literally worked so much when they were younger.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know their story. I don't know if they're tired, what it is,
Yeah.
but I want to know how you two feel. Like, are you guys feeling like overwhelmed, or you're just starting?
So that's the thing with us is like we think of it as something super fun. We go into everything thinking it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like,
And it is fun.
It is always fun. So
It is
is
work.
work. It's a lot of work,
Oh my
but
God,
it's
yes.
also something that we think of as fun. Like there are some people who wish to be in our opportunity,
Our position.
our position.
And we're so grateful that we're able to do what we do because there's girls out there who would, you know, love to be where we are, and like we can't believe we're here. Like we get to.
Sometimes
do
it's a lot
this
of work,
stuff.
like school and sports and stuff, but like we do get it done because we realize like how grateful we are to even have this opportunity.
Yeah.
And also like it is
How,
fun
yeah,
because
fortunate we are. Yeah.
the way we get up is by working harder, and
Yeah.
that's why we get invited to more things.
That's how we
and-
grow, yeah. And I mean, for like when we were modeling, there would be some shoots where we would be tired and stuff, but at the end of the day, they were always so much fun. And you know, now that we're doing this influencing thing on TikTok, it's so fun because we can hang out with all of our friends while also doing our job. So it's like it's not really a job anymore.
Yes.
You know, I mean, obviously we do work, but like with our friends. So it's
Right.
like so much fun. And even when we're doing it with just each other, like we have each other, so it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Do you believe you're going to continue your modeling, such as like
Yeah,
walking
we
on
definitely want to be
runways?
modeling.
We definitely
want to
walk
we haven't
on
done it.
runways, yeah, too, yeah.
Because we haven't done that in a while. But yeah, we don't know how long we're gonna do it for, obviously, but we do love it, and we want to do our clothing brand for a long time too. So yeah.
And being creators, is there like I mean, because again, you guys always have had eyes on you.
Yeah.
But was there like a time maybe on social media where recently like it really just like blew up and you're like, okay, like you have to keep going, even though you already have that
Yeah.
mindset?
So
'cause-
when we started TikTok, that's kind of
Okay.
what like made us like blow up more.
Because
I
people thought we
guess.
were still like younger, but we
Yes.
actually
Like,
got
I
a
thought they
lot
were
older.
7 still. I'm like,
my
no, that was
God.
7 years ago.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, no way.
So it's crazy, like definitely crazy.
When
to
we
think
started
about.
TikTok, we just kind of like blew up from there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, now that we kind of blew up from there, we have an audience younger and we love it a lot.
Do you
Yes,
remember a video or a a reel or any post that you've done that it's an unforgettable moment for you guys?
I have one that I will never forget. It's just like, it was just a random TikTok. It was like,
You have to tell us. You have to tell us.
it was like, my name's Samantha. Wait, wrong Rebecca. It's this one over there.
It was like, wait, wrong Rebecca, it's this one over here or whatever. When we were younger, we would do this like these like funny videos.
Yeah, because our neighbor,
Like with Musical.ly and stuff.
our neighbor Julia
yes,
kind of
yes.
started us like on TikTok. She kind of helped us figure it out, and we started filming like funny videos in there, and it blew up. Oh, and hello, we're twins. We're twin sister. We did that one.
That was a
But we
fun
did that on Musical.ly, and it was just.
When we were a lot
really
younger,
fun.
we would do like these like fun dances
Love
that were
it.
like.
Or you can change your hair. You can change your clothes. There's just so many.
Like,
things.
Okay,
but
how
like,
fun.
yeah, and it's just so fun meeting all these people. You know, we get to do it with like our first video with Kato. It's crazy to look
Yes.
back at that and be like, wow, this is when we first met him, and now we're like
It feels like
so
we've known him
close with him.
forever.
Yeah.
Like he's like genuinely one of our best friends.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so recently there's been like a lot of different, influencer houses that have been going on, and I know that you guys were going to possibly get into like some new type of creator world. Are you guys ever thinking about making your own house? Like you guys are so famous yourself. Like have you ever thought of like the twins house or?
That would be funny,
That'd
but
be really
I mean, we
funny.
know a lot of twins,
Yeah.
a lot of twins,
Yes.
so like it'd be fun. But I think creating houses is a lot of work.
It is.
We love to
And-
just go on trips with our friends. Like it's
Yeah.
definitely an experience that if you like asked me years ago, I would do it. I would never think I would be doing this. Like going to Palm Springs was one of the best times of my life. Like I met so many amazing people there, and from that
So
we
many
just,
great connections.
Wow.
And
Like,
if you
I
know
have my
one
best
person,
friend-
you start to know more people.
Of course.
Yeah, like I met my best friend there, Sydney. Like I never thought
her
I
so
would.
much.
Like, we love her so
Yes.
much. Like we would never
And,
think that we
you
would
know,
meet such great people who actually understood us. Because going to school, it's like way different. Like you think there's people who understand you, and then they just don't get the side of you that a lot of influencers
Do
will
understand. And you know, we met from like meeting Sydney and like having like Kato and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
We got invited to this one pink pop up where
Okay.
we met so many of our close friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I could name them all if I wanted to, but it would take forever. Like
Right.
there's so many good people
Yeah.
out there.
Right.
And we still have to be careful with who we trust because there are
Yes.
people that
Right.
aren't necessarily the best and will do anything to like ruin your reputation.
Yes.
But there are people that like only like look out for the positive and they
and only want to like help you and bring you up and not put you down, which
Oh
is
my
like
gosh.
really
We
good.
were just having this conversation that we've just been feeling so good after like a lot of these creator events because the other creators are so supportive.
Yes,
They're
they're so
like,
supportive. They're
oh my
so
gosh.
nice.
Like
Yeah.
they're so nice. They want
Right.
you to grow. They're like,
Yes.
oh, do this, do that.
Yes, and-
Obviously, we ran into you who are creators,
Yes.
and we asked you if we could style you, and
Yeah.
so amazingly, you're like, let's get styled. We do, and
Yes.
then 3 million views later. Like, actually, it's more than that. Just one page. It's like 10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, it was because you two as creators were like, oh, of course we'll do it. Like, just
Yeah.
dress my twin sister.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
we did it, and you best energy. Like you
Yeah.
guys helped
Yeah.
us, and hopefully we helped you guys.
Yes, you did.
We
And
collabed,
you
you
know,
know?
like random connections like that.
Yes.
Like it's so nice to meet people like
Oh my
that
God.
way. Mhm.
It's amazing, and again, it's something that you don't find all the time,
Yeah.
and I think that's why we were a little surprised because
Exactly.
again, right before you guys were here, we had a guest on our podcast, and he's actually plays sports and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but he was saying how he got bullied as he was a soccer player, and he's like,
Yeah.
and I was like confused. I was like, oh, I didn't know like you were gonna get bullied. You're playing sports, you're trying your best, and
Yeah.
he's like, no, I still was
I
getting
mean, people
bullied.
definitely like
we
made
got
fun of
bullied
us.
when we were younger for sure. Like
Especially
Yes.
like middle school, like we had people that would just like make fun of our stuff, but like we didn't let it get to us. We didn't really care what they
Okay,
thought.
okay.
But at the same time, and sometimes we still get like people
Like
being
we
like,
didn't
"Why
like
did
really
you
find
post
our
that?"
people when we were in middle school. It just like people didn't understand what we were doing.
And then high
course.
school, we met a whole new group of people, and we created so many new friends. And you know, we have people that support us so much, like with what we do. They don't necessarily understand it, but they're always gonna support us. My best
Love
friend Ella, like she does not care about social media content at all, and she'll always support me, but she's never trying to get clout from me or anything like
get
that.
that.
Like,
That's a-
she
that's
will,
a true friend
yeah,
right there.
mhm,
And
yeah.
you know what, bullying
Yeah.
and like online, they're different. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you're online getting trolled, that's something different. But I feel like bullying's a little bit different. It's
Yeah,
kind of
'cause
like
it's, like,
more
personal.
Or in
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
So
physical
exactly.
we did ask you about how to combat like online trolls, but
Mm.
how do you like combat bullying when you're still 15, you're still going to public high school?
Yeah.
Like this is close to home. Like how are you guys dealing with that?
I mean, we're
It's
still girls
definitely-
who like I guess bully us like recently.
Okay.
Some girls
It's
said
definitely
something about our
hard
looks,
because
but
people just like to blame everything on us because we're twins, so they always think we have each other. But of course, we we like to have like
my gosh.
other people like, and I don't know. It's just
And
really hard
and
when-
bullying is annoying, obviously, because like it's
No,
sometimes by like people we think are our friends.
Okay.
But you know, it doesn't really matter anymore. I used to care so much freshman year, and sophomore year I just go into it. I'm just like, I don't really care anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't
if
really
you have,
care what
if you
anyone else
bully other
thinks.
people to get up, like you're not doing anything. If
Right.
how you like. If how you have a conversation with someone is by tearing other people down, you're not even having a genuine conversation with your friends, and those aren't your real friends if all they do is talk crap about other people.
Yeah, and if only
Right.
if only to like be confident and stand up for yourself, you need to have your friends. You can't just be by yourself. Then it's not real confidence, and
Yeah.
you're not actually like just. You're not doing it by yourself. You're not being strong by yourself. You need like other people to
Or
bring
to be
you up.
confident is to
Yes,
put other
love that.
people down. It's just where
That's-
like you're getting confidence off other people. There's just like no point.
Because in years we're not going to know these people and they're not going to know us, and it's going to be a whole different story because like people who have hurt us tried to come back, and it's just like it's not.
Right.
Yeah, they try to come back now. They're like, oh my gosh, miss you. I'm like, you literally talked about me last year,
Right,
but
right.
sure,
All of a
yeah.
sudden, now they want to
Yeah.
be besties.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm not gonna be mean and be like, okay, no, I don't want to be friends with you, but it's like it is annoying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, why
I
are
can
y'all
imagine.
We could be
Coming back.
acquaintances, but not really.
Exactly.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
be best friends. Like,
Right,
no.
right.
Yeah.
And the way you guys, combat this is really powerful. Again, it kind of goes back to the online. You just have to ignore it. You have to
Yeah.
be strong like you two, and it is something that's very hard. But if you
Yeah.
could just look past it,
Yeah.
you can do amazing things
Yeah.
like you two, getting up in the morning
Yeah.
and getting ready.
Because the
and
thing is, like,
performing.
these people bully you, but like you're doing so many cool things that I bet they secretly wish they could do.
Right, right.
And that sounds mean, but like it
No,
is the
yeah,
truth.
like, literally.
You're doing these things that a bunch of people wish they could do. So you gotta just like say, well, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm
Yes.
doing all
But
these
like
fun things.
we like
Yeah.
to just keep it to ourselves. Like a lot of people think we're spoiled, which is not true at all. We never talk about our modeling ever. Like
we don't talk
never-
about our opportunities, especially when we were
No.
younger. Like, if anyone were to mention it, we would be like, no, like, stop, because we didn't like talking
because
about
we
it
just
at all.
if there's no point in bragging. Like you're doing it, be proud of it. You don't
Yeah.
need to like brag about
But our mom
it.
would always tell us,
Right.
like, no, you can talk about it, but we just didn't like to. We're
Yes.
very, like, I guess, humble, but also just because we just didn't feel like talking about
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You girls were, I mean, take this the right way, because obviously Paris Hilton is really, she's gone through a lot in her life and she's one of our good friends, but she's a perfect example of someone who grew through a lot of different phases in her
Yeah.
life, and that's become this model, this iconic view of who she is. But she also got bullied. She went through a lot of bad talk and a lot of different things. But you both were, who would you, if you could, I'm going to switch the question here, who would you want to collaborate the most? Is there somebody in your mind that you're like, I really want to meet this person, or I want to collaborate with this person? Is there anybody, either you, Leah, or Ava, that have in mind, like, oh, I want to connect with this person?
I don't really have like a certain person. Obviously, there's
either.
people I want to meet, like Tate McRae. Love her so much. Love her music.
Okay.
But I don't have like a certain person.
Me either.
There's people on social media who like are so kind, and like Spencer Barbosa. I don't know if you guys know her on social media. She's like has a really great platform and just
Yeah.
spreads a bunch of love. Obviously,
Love it.
I would love to meet her, but like I don't have like a certain person. I'm just hoping that when I do meet someone, they're just nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that.
Because we just meet random people that we never like knew we were gonna meet, and it's just like it's a really good
And now they have like our
opportunity.
backs and everything, and they're just
Yeah.
so sweet. So it's really nice.
Love
Yeah.
it. What do you feel being like nowadays? Celebrities are not like the new celebrities. The new celebrities are the influencers, like
Yeah.
you
All
two.
the creators.
And how are you feeling about all that? Do you let that get to you?
I mean,
or-
we consider ourselves well known. I don't think I would
Yes.
ever call myself a celebrity, because personally, I think celebrities are singers, actors, all those people who like make it really
Agree.
big. They're
Also, people who are
celebrities.
popular and actually like have a thing that we do. Like we blew up off of modeling.
and stuff.
That's our job.
It's not, but it's not necessarily like a talent, like acting and singing.
It's definitely
so
different when like you blew up off a talent and you worked so hard to get there. And
Those people that I would call celebrities.
Yeah.
But we're well
I
known.
don't know, we never would say like we're famous or
Like
anything.
as big as someone else,
Yeah,
that's a
no.
singer like Sabrina
Yeah.
Carpenter.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter or something. We never say we're as big as them, because
Exactly.
they work so
Yeah.
hard for their success, doing
No, but-
shows every night and stuff like that.
But you know what? And that's so humble. Like, oh my God, that answer is just so humble. It's crazy. But at the same time, you basically, to me, at least in my eyes, are like celebrities, the new
Right.
celebrities, because just the way you just said that right now, they work so hard. It takes them years. when I look at your story, that's exactly what you two have been doing. But you're
Yeah.
so humble to not say that, like you're at
Yeah.
that level.
Thank
And
you.
it's just amazing because that's just gonna get you so much higher. But
Yeah.
even being at your clothing release party that we were at recently, it was so epic, and
Thank
the way you guys had it
Thank
put together,
you.
it was so amazing.
Yeah, my
I
mom
mean,
did a lot of it.
oh my
yeah.
gosh,
She did a lot.
shout
Bravo
out
to
to mom,
mom.
shout out to
Bravo to
mom.
mom.
And like even the location, the Beverly Center, like
know,
in Beverly
right?
Hills.
How do
like,
you get that?
I mean,
I don't know how she did it. She does
I've
all
done
of
so
it.
many
And we
events
have
and
like
I've
our
never-
ideas and stuff of like
Yeah.
what we want there, but she does everything to
She
get it there.
like, that was just like everything, and just you know, again, you were just so humble, but we were at the event, and all I could see when we were there, you two were like the hardest working ones. You know,
Thank you.
usually you go to
Thank
an event, and of course, and usually you go to an event, and you're kind of like the host, and you're not doing too much. You know, just trying to like look
Keep everyone
beautiful and
happy, yeah.
keep
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
happy.
yeah.
But you two were on site, you were working,
Thank
you had
you.
cameras in front of you, you
Yeah.
were greeting everybody that was coming in. I mean, it was work, and I was just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
these girls are on top of it. And
Thank
again,
you.
being so humble to say that you're not like at that level, I have to say you are.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
keep your mindset like that, because
Yes.
again, you're just gonna keep going higher
Yeah.
if you think
Thank
like that.
you.
So,
We like to show we're grateful for everything because we actually really are.
Yeah. I
And
feel it,
a
I
lot of
feel it.
people
Yeah.
like put it up front that they're like nonchalant or something, like they don't really care.
That they're
that
like
much.
better than everyone else. I hate people who like
Act like they're better
Yeah,
just
have an
because they
ego.
grew off of fame, but like
right.
it's so
you're
different.
not
like-
better than everyone else. You're the same person you were before you started social media. It's just now more people know you.
Love
That's
that.
it.
exactly.
And
I
actually,
do agree with that.
one word that you said, both of you have said during this podcast many times, and I say this and you say this so much too, is the word grateful. Many adults don't even say that word, and
Yeah.
you two are both saying it so freely. Where do you get this energy of being so grateful and just caring so much? Is this coming from your parents? Is it coming
Yeah,
from a
definitely.
mentor?
Our mom always tells us to be grateful for everything.
Yeah,
and
she
also,
taught us to be grateful from like really young age.
and
like-
you know, we know that there are girls our age who want to be in our position
Yes.
because I mean, who wouldn't want to like meet all these people and stuff like that?
Right.
But that's why we're so grateful because we get to do this. Like
Yeah,
we get
so
to
it's
be.
definitely a different opportunity
Yeah.
than normally people would get. And
Yeah, it's so
It's
fun,
something- yeah.
and we get to experience so much and meet so many great people.
And
That's why we're grateful. Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful that you like took that trait from your mom, because
Yeah.
being grateful is something that is very rare in this world. And
Yeah.
I think all four of us here right now, we say it a lot, so we're probably thinking like, oh, this is just something we say all the time.
Yeah.
But when you go out in the world, it's really not
Yeah,
like
it's not.
that.
Not
Yeah.
because like to think about it, my mom was like a golf caddy when she was younger. Like something that
She used
I
to
do
do-
now is
yeah.
like something that like
No one could
No.
imagine doing.
Yeah.
You know, when
Oh my
she was
God,
her
yes. Oh my
when
God.
she was our age.
No,
So it's like
definitely,
crazy.
definitely,
Have
yes.
you both sat down and talked to your mom or to yourselves? Because I'm sure you both have your own little secrets. What do you want to do 5 years from now? So
We've
you're
talked
15.
about it a lot, but we're not like sure. You know, it's 5 years from now.
so we just recently got our own apartment.
Yeah.
And we'll probably move into that when we're older, like
Like actually like move into it
Yes.
because right
Right
now
now
we do go
we're
there
just
like every
visiting.
weekend and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Love it.
Because
like
why
content,
not?
or
Yeah.
is it
yeah,
like
for content
okay.
for sure.
Yes.
And I mean, we love having like
Our friends come back to our apartment
Yes.
and hang out with us. Or, like we used to get Airbnbs for most events, which is why we ended up getting the apartment. Because why I
Okay.
have a bunch of Airbnbs.
Smart,
We love having sleepovers with people. It's-
Having people come over and just like hang out. So much
Yeah.
fun.
No,
guys and girls, like it's so fun to just hang out with everyone
Yeah.
because we're all really good friends.
Yeah, and the best part about being like an influencer too is like it's a guy and girlfriend group. So like, you know, we're all just really close friends. And I think a lot of people on social media think like, oh, you're trying to like get with this guy, you're trying to get with this guy.
Goodness.
But in reality, we're all just really good friends.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
right,
because
right.
Some of these
it's
people
okay to
are like
have
my
guy
brothers, some of these people are like my
Yes.
sisters, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
maybe you could
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your generation really quick, because I was looking at statistics and whatnot, and like the amount of younger teens now are literally not drinking, they're not doing drugs, they're not like doing anything bad,
Yeah.
and they're like meeting up and they're actually working and creating. And
Yeah.
we met up with a few creators recently, like Princess Amelia. I think we're all gonna meet with her tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and we were at right, but she doesn't know.
Oh,
so.
she won't
Well,
see
she
this
won't
till
see
after.
this.
But this is supposed to be a secret, so surprise.
Surprise! You'll see this
Oops,
Tuesday.
I would
Yeah.
let it. Wait, that's what I was saying.
You were talking about collaborating with.
Drugs and alcohol.
Oh yes. And so,
You would know that, wouldn't you?
Small.
Just kidding.
sorry.
Yeah.
So the new generation of the teens, I just feel like you guys are just working so hard. You're like again not doing like the drugs and all that, because
Yeah.
No,
10
yeah.
years ago, 15 years ago, like that's all the teens were doing.
That was
Yeah,
what
I mean,
everybody thought was
definitely
cool.
not. Me and Leah literally have never
would
touched that
never do
stuff.
that.
It's-
We just find it like honestly disgusting. There's no need.
I mean,
for
we
it.
don't judge people for it. If you do it, you do it. That's your thing. But me and Leah would just
We
never
just would never do that because
We have friends that do it, but like
Right.
we would never do that.
yeah.
And we know like a lot of your friends, we've actually like sat down with some of them at dinners before and like the whole group
Right.
sets. And again, it's so amazing because we get to see them like 10 years ago when you go to dinner, right? Like everybody's talking and they're just having like a great time. That's what was going on at this dinner, but everybody was working. Like
Yeah.
everybody had their
Yeah,
phones out,
very
and
true.
like you said, it's guys and
Yeah.
girls, and like everybody's like including each other.
Yeah.
And this is literally at dinner, guys. Like everybody's
I mean,
like,
yeah, and as much as I would rather it be like no phones, like we all just like talk to each other and like have
Right.
conversations, we're still doing that, but like we are social media influencers, so we
Right.
are gonna have our phones
It's like
out
half
sometimes.
our life is on our phone, so it's
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, in order to like do the trends we do, we
Yes.
kind of have to be on our phones,
No.
which is not an excuse, but like that's how we like
Right.
know what to
Right,
post
right.
and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's so nice to hang out with people.
yeah,
at
it
dinners.
feels like
Yeah.
it's like a shift from people partying and drinking from back in the day to now people like hanging out, partying, but creating content.
Yeah,
And it's so
exactly.
amazing,
It's
and I just
definitely a fun
love that. Like,
experience,
you know,
yeah.
it's just, it's incredible to see that you guys are working so hard at your age, everything
Thank you.
you create.
Oh yeah.
And we usually like to ask like this one last hard
So I
question.
have another question.
Okay, okay, well, I'll
So,
ask it
so
out.
I have a couple of a series of twin questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So, twin question. What's your favorite food?
My favorite
Pizza.
burgers and pizza.
Pizza burger.
Okay, so it's not the same. Okay, got it.
No, yeah.
I mean, I love burgers and she loves pizza, but like,
That's my second favorite food, pizza.
yeah, mine's burgers.
Oh, so that's your second. So it's kind of the same.
Yeah,
It's just
I don't know.
opposite.
I have like other favorite foods that I love. I can't think of them right now. But I really,
Pizza.
Fries, chicken nuggets, chicken
Yeah.
tenders. so, like,
I love. We always get chicken tenders.
we're not
and
very
burgers.
picky, but like that's our usual, which is kind of bad.
Yeah, we're kind
That's me.
we're kind of scared to try new foods because we are allergic to all seafood.
Yeah,
and
so we don't
all
really
nuts.
have like a
no kidding.
wide
Yeah.
variety. Like,
Oh, wow.
if we could get fish at a restaurant, we would, but we can't. So like,
Oh,
we
I
get like
see.
So like
steak
it's a
and stuff.
lot. It's definitely like we don't get to try a lot, but like
So our food, our
it's not
favorite
like we
foods
do
are basic.
anyway. We like
Okay,
burgers and
okay.
fries, but like it's
We like basic.
yeah.
Another twin question. So, what's your favorite type of outfits that you like to wear?
We have the same
Jeans
style, I
and
feel like, though.
shirts.
Jeans and
That's it.
shirts.
So
Like
exactly.
big
Okay, so
tops.
you do actually twin that exactly. the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll wear the same outfit as me, but
And same to her, but we don't really like.
Okay, this was an even deeper question. I don't know if Mama will allow it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. What type of boys are you into?
we have the same type, I feel like.
Yeah.
I like brunette guys.
Oh no, we do
mostly.
not have the same.
Oh
type.
my
Yes,
God.
we do.
Not.
Okay,
Oh, no.
you're just weird then.
Oh my God.
We don't have the same type. I think. Yeah. No, we do not have the same type.
You're dating a brunette.
Oh my gosh.
She's saying like
Mom, and
she cut that part out where she said she dated a
This is
brunette.
good, okay.
But no, we okay.
No, you don't have to cut it out. It's
we,
okay.
we
Okay,
kind
okay.
of
We don't have to cut it. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
keep it.
That was good, that was good.
I mean, we like the same kind of type. Brunettes, taller than us, older than us, and athletic.
Yes.
Okay.
And since we're on a relationship question, and hopefully this is okay with Mom too, I've always wondered,
25.
since you're twins, do you ever like get worried about maybe your partner like liking your sister or something?
'Cause you guys
look
look the
exactly
same.
the same. And wait, you can
Twin
answer it,
twin
but I'm
problems.
pretty sure like the person's gonna know your personality.
Yeah. So what about?
When Valentine's Day.
Okay. What?
No, oh my God.
Oh, so when we were younger, we had a shared boyfriend, and he got us both gifts.
No way.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
so
little
cute.
annoying. I mean, not really annoying for us, but I think sometimes when like someone's dating Leah, they get a little like weird when I'm dating someone too, because they're like, well, then he obviously likes my girl type of thing.
Yeah,
You
like,
know?
Oh,
It's
so
similar.
it's
I see.
them.
It's
A lot of
mostly them.
people
They're
get,
like,
like,
I
oh,
see.
you know.
Can, like think like it's because if a guy likes her then he likes me too, but like that's not how it
Yeah.
works.
And they're like, oh, why are you posting with her? Shouldn't you be posting with Leah? Do you just like her too because they look the same? No.
Right,
We're
right.
friends. Like,
Yeah,
I promise.
So it's never you two that's worried. It's usually the
no,
two
I don't
guys
really care that
that are
much.
like, oh, like you're gonna like my girl.
It's funny how some things start with like us because sometimes they like her first and then like me, or sometimes like
Yeah.
me first and then like her.
They're like one of us first and they'll go to the next person. And then
But
they'll,
it's, like,
one of us
what?
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
What?
fun.
But no, I had to ask this because I've always wanted to know. But like, in the end, I always thought, like, of course they're gonna know because personality. Because even
Yes.
sitting here with you guys for like an hour, I already
Yeah.
know the difference of
Yeah.
personalities. Like,
Yeah.
and of
Yeah.
And
course
there is
it-
a difference. I can
There
actually
definitely
tell.
is.
and of
Yeah.
course, if somebody's dating you, they're seeing you every day, so they should
Exactly.
really
Should
know.
know.
And if they're
You
not,
should
then-
know,
should.
man.
Yeah, you should know. You should know.
Tell
So,
'em.
right?
Tell 'em.
Even though you look so the same, but again, the personality
Yeah.
does come out.
Yeah,
They definitely know, yeah.
So do you have any more twin questions?
Ask your question.
Okay. So this is like one of our final questions, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a little bit more tough because we're talking about happiness and all the great
Yeah.
things in life. Do you girls have a time in your life where maybe you guys, you girls, both of you were down, you were out, something happened to you that made you so angry that you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna continue this anymore. But then you fought through it, and you're like, you know what, actually, let's just keep going. And what made you keep going? So
When we used to be younger, we would do like photo shoots, and sometimes like we would have a bad attitude, and it would just be hard because our mom might not be like, why are you having an attitude? Because we should be grateful for everything we have. We're doing these fun experiences that people wish they would have, but yeah.
When you're a kid, it's kind of overwhelming because a lot of people, I mean, we didn't really care, but like people would like bring it up in school and like make fun of us, and like we would like be like turned off because we would just be like why are you doing that?
Yeah.
There's no need to.
But no, me and Leah never wanted to like actually quit.
Okay.
It was just like sometimes, we would be like not like, I guess, as grateful as we should be, which made it seemed like we didn't want to be there and stuff like that. But we never actually wanted to quit, me and Leah. Like,
Amazing.
we always want to continue it. And when I say that, I mean like we don't want to quit social media at all. But like there has been times where we're just like at shoots and it's tiring, but that doesn't mean we want to quit and stuff like that.
right. Do you have something that pushes you through those shoots or like these days where you're
Sometimes
having like
each
hard days?
other.
Each other, and then
But
also,
sometimes that she's the reason why I don't want to be there, and I'm just kidding.
you know. I'm like, same. Just kidding. We're like, actually.
I don't know why she's saying that, but
Right,
anyway.
right. Trust me.
I don't know why
Or
he's
like
saying
we do
that.
something the next day and we're like, okay, we have to get this done. We have to get this done. Like it's just like
We keep each other on track.
Love that.
There's definitely accountability between you both, just like we have.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, like, you definitely should pat yourself on your back, and your mom's done a great job in bringing you
you,
guys
yeah.
into this. I mean, you're both in Beverly Hills right now on the
Yeah.
podcast. We're considered number 5 in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's
So
so
you guys have done a
cool.
lot,
That's so
and
cool.
there's so much more to say. I wish we could make this 2 hours, but we're about to hit our mark. So
Yeah.
we would love to end it with a message that you both can probably tell the camera. Remember, this is to all followers out there that, and there's a lot of followers for both sides. What's a message, and maybe one at a time.
I'll go first.
What's a message that you guys can relate together to help people, whether they want to be creators, whether they're 15 and don't know
Perfect.
where they
Yeah.
want to go in life?
yeah. Okay,
So
you go
I
first,
would
it's
just
fine.
say always be yourself. If you want to post something, just do it. Don't care what people think about you, because at the end of the day, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. And never change yourself for other people.
But always find your people and be grateful for every opportunity. Definitely work super hard because it gets you places, but never care what other people think, because at the end of the day, you're the one succeeding and they're the one sitting behind the camera. And at the end of the
also-
day,
yeah.
it's like what you post is about you, and if you want to post it, it's your life. You can post what you want, and you
Yeah.
shouldn't care about anyone else.
but stay humble about it. Just be kind to everyone.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect.
Amazing.
Seriously,
Oh my God.
I literally love you girls even more than last time. And I don't even know if that's
Thank
possible,
you.
but great job today.
Thank you
Seriously,
so
appreciate you guys
much.
for being on here.
Thank
Guys,
you.
where do they find you? I know it says Clement Twins.
Yeah, at Clements
At
Twins on
Clements.
Instagram, and then Ava and Leah on TikTok, or Ava and Leah.
Like literally just say
Loves
that.
it. We need to follow your
They're
page.
impossible to not find.
Yes.
Very easy.
Right.
But seriously, we can't wait to party tonight, guys. Thank you so much for
Yes.
watching.
Right.
We have to go to a party.
Peace out.
You know.
Bye,
So
guys.
thank you for being here. We love you both. And thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you
You're
for
inspiring
having
the
us. We're
world.
so excited to hear. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.